Yes, we have a duty sworn to carry the message of love and truth. And in doing so, we respect other cultures, other overstandings. Yes, the original founders of this country were called the Separatists. Some know them as the Pilgrims. They were the ones that suffered because of persecution. And they found it necessary to flee from their place of origin to come to a new land and colonize, to serve the Lord as they saw that was fit. And oftentimes they have been associated with the new class, the slave drivers, who drafted the Constitution of the United States of America 150 years after these pilgrims had settled. Now we can think of the pilgrims somewhat as we think of the Amish. And certainly we would not consider Amish people to be evil. Have they come to know His Majesty? That is only for Elohim to determine. It is not subject to man's understandings or lack thereof. So let us examine the historical context of these individuals as they carried forth their journey in accordance with their faith. First, the book of Martyrs shows the accounts of persecution. That was experienced by this group called the Separatists in England, and it was carried out by the Church of Rome, whereas the church, somewhat parallel to what we have today in every way, attempted to conform and contain the masses underneath its authority. These were the Pharisees that the Christ had warned us about. Beware of the leaven. And the pilgrims saw the Pope as the Antichrist, as documented in the writings of Robert Harrison and Robert Brown. These were the initial doctrines that were set to be proceeded in accordance by the Separatists. The original colony was founded by William Bradford, who did mention some propaganda that was common knowledge to those people at the times, namely that the Indians were savages. This was propaganda that the British had orchestrated onto the masses in an attempt to invade the new land and take over its resources, extract the wealth and profit onto themselves. And so they were under a type of allegiance by force by the English, where they were made to serve that, because those networks had financed the voyages, and so they were under obligatory terms. And yet they sought to lead a full life, full of the law of His Majesty, and not to enslave others or to be associated with any other law or to serve any other gods but Him.